Welcome to Spiritfarer. We're back after a
Hello.
week. I finished Night in the Woods, Joe.
Oh, and how was it?
After 7 years.
Only took a short 7 years. It's not too bad.
And nobody watched it.
That's the same as all of mine.
Which is fine. I mean, it's a 7-year-old game, but it was fun. I did it for myself, really, because I wanted to finish the story. But we got some fun stuff planned. We are only going to that, yeah. Yeah, okay, they're good. We're gonna take... Oh, alright.
What am I doing?
What are you doing, Joe?
I don't know. There we go.
You can take the shortcut, too.
I don't think it'll actually matter that much.
Can't see.
He's super happy. Okay, but it's now the best time for food.
I have a topic for today, but I wonder if we'll even have time for it, really.
Well, what is it? We can always start it.
It's actually exotic, right? Oh. Yeah. I was thinking about, I was watching something that has a book, and it was made into a book. I mean, made into a movie, sorry. And I was thinking about, like, what... So what do you think about movies and novels being made into books, into movies? God, what's wrong with me?
You know what? One of my favorite...
This includes manga and anime, too.
Yeah, so one of my favorite anime series is originally a light novel. The Roka no Yusha series is a light novel. I really like Spice and Wolf, which, by the way, we are actually going to be getting more Spice and Wolf content in anime form.
I thought you were gonna say we are actually doing the visual novel. I'm like, what? Really?
No, so Spice and Wolf has a light novel, not a visual novel.
Right. Might as well do this. Right, yeah, I forget sometimes that there are light novels versus visual novels. I mean, not visual, like manga stuff.
Yeah. And I love both of those series.
Because light novels are something that only I've recently been aware of, really.
The light novel for Spice and Wolf and the light novel for Roka is very good. They are both fantastic books. But the writer for Roka no Yusha should be have Legos infest his house so that when he walks in it, he gets his toe, hurt. Because he refuses to finish what he started. I'm done, promise.
Many bottles.
Yeah, we need bottles. But we're still getting limbs from doing this, so I don't mind. I don't have a problem with that. The movies kind of bother me more, because I feel like there's not really enough time.
There isn't. The problem is that books establish a character a lot better. They go into their thoughts and details about things that you can't really you can't go into in a 2-3 hour movie.
Yeah, which is why I like TV shows or animations more. Something that's episodic. Well, maybe not episodic, but like something that has more time than an hour or two movie is needed for books.
Yeah, and there are a lot of TV shows today too, versus like well, there's a lot of movies actually too.
Yeah, I have not really enjoyed very many movies this year. I liked Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a cocaine shark now, or going to be.
Oh, good.
It looks awful.
I mean, Cocaine Bear was awful, but it was awfully funny.
It looks like something that the Mystery Science Theater people would um, do a riff on.
Good. I think those are some hilarious movies then.
I
All
guess this guy
right.
has something to say.
Yeah, but we're at the Everdoor.
Well, you want to still see what he has to say.
I found something you might like, perhaps. Here's a gift from my collection. I hope you appreciate the value of such oddities.
Miniature diarrhea.
Do we have to talk to her?
Oh.
Well, Annie, we're there, aren't we? Can we go now? All right, then. God, this is depressing.
Yeah, uh, I've read books and then no, I'm sorry, I'm going so slow. I've read books and then watched the movies, and people say that the movies are never as good as the books, and I tend to agree. Except I think maybe Fight Club, even the writer said was very good and explored things that he didn't even think about. And I think that Into the Wild was very good too. I think the music, I think they were able to convey things, and you have to have like a narrator type thing. I think if you're adapting a book
Yeah.
to a movie, because you have to hear what's going on in their thoughts, and if you're skipping around time, you have to be able to narrate this and this that happened. It
Yeah.
can be done. It's just not often. It's very
It's
little.
there. It's difficult to do, right?
Yeah.
What a wonderful scenery. Did you find this place all by yourself, Annie?
Right.
You'd gone exploring earlier, hadn't you? Always such an adventurer, you. I'm so proud of you. To any of my friends that watch this, for some reason, if I ever get this old to the point where you need to help me to move around and I've forgotten who you are, just shoot me. I give you permission.
For some reason.
For some reason.
For some reason, they're watching it.
Yeah. If you're watching this, I give you permission to shoot me if I get to this point in my old age. These trees are quite marvelous. Eugene will be so mad that he missed it. Perhaps he'll be able to take some time off next summer. Yes, let's return here.
I'm actually doing some. I have a free month of Skillshare, and I'm trying to do some voice acting lessons.
Oh, nice. I've been doing YouTube voice acting stuff to practice. So it's all fun. I feel like I'd stay here forever.
I was doing a voice on Night in the Woods actually, and I started to cough. It was really rough on my throat, and I was just like, I'm gonna do my normal voice.
Yeah, it hurts when you first start, huh?
I think you have to do exercises and stuff.
Yeah.
To try to prepare for it, and I think your vocal cords will get used to it after some time. But I'm not used to doing voices, so I think I did fairly well in Night in the Woods, though.
Peppermint tea is really good.
Yeah, any kind of tea.
Mm-hmm. You haven't told me about school recently.
Lemon tea or whatever.
Is everything still going well? And your grades, are they... Oh, of course, you graduated a long time ago. I'm sorry, I didn't know how I got this confused. You're not Annie, are you? Yes, of course. I guess I've been rather forgetful recently.
I still don't like the blood red raw water. Makes me think we're going to hell.
Yeah, it's not great.
And this tells you they're going to the afterlife. It doesn't tell you where they're going.
Yeah, well, okay, so I believe that the belief, right, is that you can go to a peaceful afterlife as long as you pay Charon, which was the person before us, right? The
Grim
little
Reaper.
oval. Yeah, the Grim Reaper, the little oval. And if you didn't, then you would get basically sucked down into the dark river and live there for eternity under the water.
Hmm.
So it kind of depends on what kind of a person you are in life if you earned Charon's oval
Okay.
to be able to pass peacefully.
And all these people have.
Yeah, we've been given a Charon's oval for everyone so far.
Yeah. So we don't take them unless they actually have a thing for Charon.
Yeah. These are the people that have earned a peaceful afterlife. At least that's my understanding of it.
Okay. You're on my shoulder.
I am. Maybe Eugene will.
He looks very interested. Or she, I guess. Was it
Yeah,
she? I don't know.
it was a she. When you see your father, tell him about the trees, won't you? I'm sure he'll be excited to come with us next year. Hug.
Oh, she needs a hug too.
Yeah.
I would hug her. We all need someone to hug us and say goodbye. Okay.
Phew.
That's like what the third person that we sent over.
I thought we only sent over one, to be honest.
I remember the deer.
Yeah, I remember the deer too.
I thought there was one more though. Atul has spent way too much time around us.
Yeah, Tool needs to go home.
I don't think he's ever gonna leave.
Press X.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if I was supposed to press something. As a
Annie's
flower.
lost hat.
Got one of those flowers.
Grab the food. We got the spirit flower.
We can get rid of our building, right?
No, because that's where the wardrobe is.
Oh, that's right.
I think we keep all the buildings. I think we keep getting new stuff via the buildings. If we truly run out of space,
Okay.
then I'll consider getting rid of one of them. But there's no point to right now.
How many do you think fire glow seed? How many books have you read that were turned into movies? Do you think? Actual movies, not like anime.
Actual, none.
None?
Oh, I mean, I read Harry Potter, so I guess one.
Did you read it?
I guess that's now like a cursed topic that you're not supposed to bring up. So maybe we'll, like, just not go over that.
That's fine, because I don't like the Harry Potter stuff anyways.
I'm not a huge fan of it anymore, but I was when I was a kid.
I remember watching it, the first one. And I watched one of them in the theater, and I was like, it's okay. I guess I shouldn't say hate, but I'm indifferent.
I just don't find it to be very interesting. I don't like the characters very much.
I've never gotten it. I've never gotten why people go so crazy over it.
Yeah, same. For me, it's all about the characters. I just really did not find that any of the characters were very.
I'm sorry that I don't have a really enthusiastic opinion about it. It's probably not very interesting. Just say I'm indifferent. I absolutely hate it, and here's why. Ooh, cherries. Cooked cherries.
I wonder if it'll turn it into like a jam or a jelly or something.
Yeah, probably could make a cherry pie or something.
Yeah, if we had some
Or some
bread
wheat.
or pie crust. I made a mango puree the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I mean, it's just turning. It's basically just blending up diced up mangoes, so it's not that impressive. But I'm wondering if it'll be. I think it'll be good on like vanilla ice cream or something.
Oh.
And I tried to look up recipes that use mango puree, and pretty much everything I got was alcoholic.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, you want to put that in your martini or your margarita? And I'm just like, I really don't drink any of those. All right,
No.
Tool. I need you to get the hell out of here. What do I need for your thing? Aluminum. We need aluminum, Gary. Where do we get aluminum?
Some mine somewhere.
Perfect.
I have,
want-
I have, I have read American Psycho, Fight Club, Choke, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and Into the Wild, and
You know,
and 1984, all been movie adapted.
I read Hitchhiker's Guide as well.
Yep.
I'm glad you reminded me of that movie.
Yep. I did remember you read my old copy.
Yep.
And you saw the movie?
I did see the movie. I looked it up because Papa wouldn't stop telling me about it. He was like, "You got to see the movie."
Which version?
Gary, I don't see. I have been to every island now. There is not a singular.
Some of them are
aluminum
question marks, though.
one. Where?
All of the ones you looked at, pretty much.
Those are exclamation marks. Show me what's there.
Okay, not that one. Go to see question marks. Question mark. They don't know. There's things that they don't know. We don't know about yet because we haven't mined it.
That's true.
So just go anywhere.
Okay.
The closest place, maybe.
Where are we? We're right here. Let's go to this bus stop so we can get closer to it.
I hated Choke.
What is choke?
It is about a guy that goes around and fakes choking on food.
Oh.
You
know what?
Can't remember it very well, honestly. I want to read it again since I've started reading again, but I've got to find the book.
On the topic of movies, I
Mhm.
need to ask you, because you and I went to the movie theater and watched the Joker movie.
We did?
Yeah. You don't remember that, do you?
We're watching the Joker at the theater, yeah. I guess I remember you were there, but I just I don't know why I would have gone by myself.
I was there with you. So I have two things. Now, first of all, I want to ask your opinion of the movie because I don't remember your opinion on the movie.
Okay.
Also, please use the bus stop. But yeah, go ahead and tell me your opinion on the movie.
On Joker?
Yeah.
Where are we going first?
The one that's blinking.
I thought it was an interesting study into human behavior, and what could possibly be, what could possibly turn someone into a crazy clown that that has a lot more, becoming more violent. I want to say a villain, but is really just like a murderer.
I think he's a victim, personally.
He's a victim, but he's a murderer too. He shot and killed that host of the TV show.
Yeah. No, let's find out.
I want to say he enjoyed it.
Yeah, I feel bad for him a lot. But overall, do you think you enjoyed the movie?
Yeah, and I thought to myself, well, this was interesting, but I don't want to watch it again.
Yeah.
And but now I'm thinking, yeah, I would kind of watch that again, actually. But the thing is,
So,
it's very different than the Joker in the comics.
well, yeah, my opinion of it has been that was the Bronze Age Joker, which you know how in DC Comics there's like the beginning, there's like the really old characters, and then the kind of like Silver Age of comics and the Golden Age, where we're kind of at now. God, there's
Yeah,
another sheep. I don't want it. Um, I always thought that this was kind of like the origin story to the Bronze Age Joker.
it is not. It's an origin completely made up for the movie, for that movie.
Okay.
It does not have anything to do with the comics, other than he's the Joker, and he visited Bruce Wayne at one time.
Okay.
Otherwise, the Joker's backstory is not. It does not have. He does not have a backstory other than he fell into a vat of chemicals and became a crazy Joker. His past is very unknown. Oh yeah, that's right. This place we couldn't get here before.
Yep.
Good
I didn't
call.
even think of that.
So that's why some of this stuff is unknown to us.
Yeah. Oh God.
What happened? Was that it?
Maybe. I'm not gonna get all this
Yeah,
crap. It's probably
that's part of the appeal, and actually something I wanted to explore more. But part of the appeal to some characters and some stories is that you don't know, and you can make up things in your mind, like what the character is, um, what his backstory is, and you make this stuff, and you gain creativity by reading. I think
let me out.
just to um, bring things around in a circle. What?
I was stuck there for a second.
Oh, okay. Bring things all the way around. I think you need, even in movies, I think you need something to allow you to be creative, and movies can't always do that, but I think books ultimately do, because you're essentially the director, the actors. You know, you have this scenery and voices, all that stuff is you.
Is that all that was there?
Apparently, just gotta be more, but
What's this thing up here? Ah.
yeah. Do you? Very last thing is, do you like the mystery of characters rather than having everything explained to you, like the Joker explains everything to you?
Um. I like these little. Okay, so I like both. I am. My favorite game series, as you know, is the Dark Souls series.
Yep. Hmm.
Nothing gets explained to you through that. I love looking through every single item description and trying to discern every single little meaning behind a different word here or there. It's like my favorite lore ever in that game series is Artorias the Abyss Walker, where you actually have to find out what is legend and what actually happened by fighting him, going through. I really thought there would be more right there. I'm so disappointed.
That was nothing.
And I enjoy that, but I like these little what if scenarios too, because it's not, you know, just like you said, it's not what happened, right? It's not the comic book, but I like exploring those things because it's interesting and it gives me a new perspective on the character and what he could have been.
They're interesting. They're interesting stories to tell, for sure. That where you explain things, and there's something to be said for that. But
Yeah.
I think that you need. I think that you need books too. Yeah, the Joker movie the Joker in The Dark Knight was interesting to me because every time he said, "Do you know where I got these scars?" he would tell a different story. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. That movie scared the hell out of me when I was younger.
That is one of my favorite movies of all time. Anywhere in any existence. Okay. I went a little over actually, because things sort of started to get there. I actually had a lot more to say, but maybe we can continue this next week.
Sounds good.
All right, goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.